Good morning. Today we will discuss contact metamorphism. Now, first of all, to refresh you, metamorphism you all know is either recrystallization of the minerals of the protolith rock. Once we say protolith means the rock which existed before metamorphism, or in other words, you can say the rock whose metamorphism has occurred. So the parent rock whose metamorphism has occurred, that parent rock is known as protolith. So there will be change either in mineral composition or in the texture. So by metamorphism, if you say there is change in the mineral composition or in the texture of the rock. Now, once the term contact metamorphism as such is due to the heat effect, or you can say the temperature is a dominant factor in bringing about this metamorphism. And in my earlier lectures I told you that there are two sources of heat, either the internal heat or the heat of the magma that is intruding. So it has been noticed at number of places globally where there is an intrusion, the overlying rocks got metamorphosed. You can see in this diagram that this is an intrusion, and these are you can say the country rocks which were there. Now due to this intrusion, these have been metamorphosed. The extent to which it has the effect, this is called the contact areole. Contact areole means the effect of heat in the overlying rocks due to which they have recrystallized, that is called the contact areole. The limit of the contact areole will depend upon the size, thickness of the intrusion that is taking place, as well as on the mechanical strength of the overlying rocks. So it is very simple that once we say contact metamorphism, it means that there had been some intrusion. This is magmatic intrusion which took place. Due to the heat of this intrusion, the overlying rocks, they got metamorphosed, and the extent to which they got metamorphosed is called your contact areole. Now this contact areole occurs in country rock directly adjacent to igneous intrusion. The metamorphic rocks that are produced lack preferred orientation and are generally called hornfels. The maximum width of the contact zone may range from several meters to maximum few kilometers. The width of the zone is mainly the function of the thickness of the intrusion, that means the size of the intrusion. Now a similar term, there is contact metasomatism. In metamorphism, it's simple. If there are two minerals AB and CD, they will recrystallize as AC and BD, right? But once we use the term contact metasomatism, means the emanations, these emanations are added from the magma, and in addition to recrystallization or metamorphism, the composition is added from the magma, that is called contact metasomatism. So the difference between contact metamorphism and contact metasomatism is that in contact metamorphism, simply there is a recrystallization of the protolith or the parent rock whose metamorphism has taken place. But in case of contact metasomatism, the composition is added to the protolith or the host rock whose metamorphism has taken place. An additional effect of intrusion may change composition of the country rock with contact zone. The process of compositional change is referred to as contact metasomatism. Composition changing may be caused by fluid emanations from the intrusion. Somatic effects are usually greatest in carbonate rocks adjacent to silicic intrusions, because carbonate rocks, they are chemically incompatible. So rocks whose composition has been changed or altered by addition of new minerals is called skarn or tektites. Means the rock whose composition has been changed, say for this area, this will be called tektite or skarn, such deposits. There are deposits, if they are of economic value, they will call the skarn deposits, or otherwise they are such skarn and tektites, right? Tektites. In limestone, the minerals produced are usually calcium rich. Silicates which include grossolite, andradolite, epidote, wollastonite, tremolite, dolomite, diopside, etc. So in the simple or in general form, we can say if there are two minerals in the parent rock AB and CD, and if XY are added from this intrusion emanations, then it will become AC and BDY, and it will form your the skarn and the tektites, right? So in other words, we can say that in contact metamorphism occurs as a result of high geothermal gradient produced locally around intruding magma. Contact metamorphism is usually restricted to relatively shallow depths, that is low pressure in the earth, because it is only the shallow depths where there will be a large contrast in the temperature between the intruding magma and the surrounding country rocks. Also, since intrusion of magma does not usually involve high differential stress, contact metamorphic rock do not often show foliation. This is the characteristic, that they do not show foliation because there is a low pressure and high temperature, so rocks do not show foliation. Instead, the common rocks are fine grained idioblastic or epidioblastic rocks called hornfels. The area surrounding the igneous rocks that has been metamorphosed as a result of the heat released by the magma is called contact areole. Just what we talked, surrounding that is contact areole. So this is now depending upon what is the nature of protolith or the chemical composition of the protolith. Depending upon that, the various phases, that is, if you talk in terms of the metamorphic phases, that with the phases of contact metamorphism progress in temperature are relatively low pressure from albite, epidote, hornfels phases to hornblende hornfels phases to pyroxene hornfels phases. Means with low pressure, because overall speaking there is a low pressure, and with the rise of the temperature the phases may range from albite, epidote, hornfels phases to hornblende hornfels phases to pyroxene hornfels phases. Now, depending upon the rock compositions, the protolith compositions, if the pelitic rocks are there, pelitic rocks are characterized by the mineral assemblage of quartz, albite, epidote, muscovite, chlorite, biotite. So such minerals will form from the pelitic rocks. Similarly, from the host rock, or you can say the protolith, which have been of the quartz feldspathic, the characteristic mineral assemblage that will develop due to this metamorphism will be your microcline, quartz, muscovite, albite, biotite. Similarly, if the rocks have been basic, or you can say the basic composition rocks, then the minerals that will develop will be of like actinolite, epidote, chlorite and or biotite. So depending on the fourth category also, the common, that is if the rocks are the calcareous rocks, that will consist of the mineral calcite, epidote, tremolite. So depending upon the nature or the chemical composition of that host rock which was there before intrusion, depending upon that, I told you such mineral assemblages, or you can say the metamorphic phases will develop. So overall speaking, this will be from albite, epidote, hornfels phases to hornblende hornfels phases to pyroxene hornfels phases. And hornfels in general is a term for non-foliated igneous rocks. Non-foliated metamorphic rocks. So this hornfels phases is characteristic of, you can say, of the contact metamorphic rocks. So this is in addition to your metamorphism, with what we discussed, the contact metasomatism, and due to these two, contact metamorphism and metasomatism, number of minerals worldwide, your ore minerals, they have been produced or they have been formed. So that is part of the economic geology. So it is not that this contact metamorphism is only for the pathological point of significance, it is also of the significance from the economic geology point of view also. So in that, the different minerals that are formed, if they are of economic naturally use, then naturally that will be. So the various process of formation of mineral deposits in this your economic geology, in that both the processes are there. Contact metamorphism, there are 11 in total, the 11 process in that given by the Batman. Out of these two, contact metamorphism and contact metasomatism are also the two processes by which your economic minerals have been formed. But as far as the pathology part is concerned, we are simple that if there is an intrusion of an igneous rock, due to the heat of that intrusion, the rocks or the country rocks gets metamorphosed, and the conditions is of high geothermal gradient and low pressure. So under such rocks, the rocks are they are metamorphosed, and they belong to, or they have the nature of hornfels, means non-foliated rocks are formed with, just I told you the different that metamorphic phases that will range from your albite epidote hornfels phases to pyroxene hornfels phases. This is all regarding your contact metamorphism. If any questions, you can ask me, you can mail me, you can send by any message, right? Okay, thank you. See you.